As you can see, you can get $5,000 even with a very low FICO score. And as it says right here, no hard credit checks. In today's video, I'm gonna be sharing with you how anyone can get a quick $5,000 credit approval, even if they have low income and even if they have a very low FICO score. It does not matter. I'm gonna walk you guys step by step how to do this. So this is actually gonna be a business credit account. We're talking about none other than Credit Key. So for those of you who are familiar with Credit Key, allows you to basically pay vendors, and what they'll do is they'll bill you. So Credit Key used to be more like working capital or even a line of credit. Now they actually have a credit card, a physical card that you do receive. So previously this was just all online. So what would happen is vendors who accept Credit Key allow their customers to onboard with Credit Key to finance things. You have places like the Restaurant Store or Restaurant Depot that utilizes Credit Key for their customers. So you could finance supplies, materials, equipment using Credit Key through these different vendors. But now they actually have a physical card and a virtual card that you can add to your mobile wallet. So that includes Apple Pay as well as Samsung and Google Pay. And the way it works, so you can use Credit Key as an existing line of credit for purchases at any vendor, whether online or in store. You can do net 30 and extended repayment terms up to 12 months. Now, to get the best functionality, you definitely want to download the app. So there's a QR code right here if you're interested in downloading the app. All right, so I just wanted to share this with you. So I was actually able to get approved for a Credit Key account with a limit of $5,000. I was able to get approved for Credit Key for a relatively newer LLC. And right here, the base rate of 1%. So again, this is like a line of credit. So the interest rate ranges from 1 to 2%. On a monthly basis, that's essentially how they're calculating the interest rate. So it's 1 to 2% of the balance per month. And you can also upload an invoice right here and pay the invoice using your available credit. Now, here are just a list of the different vendors who already have Credit Key integrated. But again, even if your vendor doesn't work directly with Credit Key, you can still use the Credit Key virtual card or physical card to pay for different purchases. But right here's just an example of a handful of different vendors that accept Credit Key. So you have Samsung, so you could purchase products. I already showed you guys Webstaurant Store for restaurant supplies, materials. I believe they also have, for example, electronics like Apple. So if you need Apple devices, one thing you actually can do is if you get a $5,000 account, you can go and purchase different Apple devices. And even if you wanted to resell some of that stuff, you could basically turn the credit into cash. Again, not financial advice, but just wanted to share all the different major businesses and retailers that utilize Credit Key. So you can use Credit Key at any of these vendors. It's already plugged in. But again, if your vendor does not accept Credit Key, you can still use the Credit Key card. So there you have it, the Credit Key business credit card line of credit. You also get a virtual card, so you can use this anywhere that MasterCard is accepted. You don't need to have high business revenue, and you don't even need a high personal credit score. You can get an instant decision for a line of credit up to $50,000, no hard credit check. Within minutes, you can get $50,000, and they also have higher credit limits available. They offer net 30, 0% for 30 days. You also can get 4 installment payments interest-free or up to 12 months fee starting at 1% per month. Now, some frequently asked questions: will my application impact my FICO credit score? So Credit Key is a business account. However, we check personal credit as there is a personal guarantee on each loan. Applying for Credit Key is a soft inquiry. This does not impact your credit score. So I repeat, no hard credit check, soft pull only. So you will not get a credit inquiry, a hard credit inquiry on your credit report. So when you apply for Credit Key, other lenders are not going to see a hard inquiry. So you can hide those inquiries, not even get hard pull, and get an instant $50,000 approval. Another important question, do you report back to any credit bureaus? Yes, so they do report to Dun & Bradstreet. So this will help with building your business credit. So just keep that in mind. If you make positive on-time payments, you can build business credit with no hard personal credit check, and it's going to report to Dun & Bradstreet. It's not going to report to your personal credit. So it's not going to affect your personal credit utilization. Now, here's some important information. So what is my credit limit? So Credit Key offers limits up to $50,000. Once qualified, you can use Credit Key for all your business purchases. You only pay for credit you use, and the first 30 days is always free. Now, right here, it says your business may also request a manual line increase for up to $1 million by contacting the customer support team. So the soft pull only, no doc option up to 50,000. But if you want over 50,000, you can do a manual request. But up to 50,000, there's no hard credit check and there's no documentation required. Now, even though the limits go up to $50,000, what we've seen a lot is lower limits, $5, $10, $15, $20,000. So like I just showed you guys, they gave me a $5,000 credit limit with a relatively new business. So the business does not have to be established super long or high revenue, and you don't even need a very high credit score. Again, it's going to be soft pull only, so no hard credit check. It reports to Dun & Bradstreet, so you can build business credit, and you can use Credit Key anywhere MasterCard is accepted. You can download it to your mobile wallet, and you can also request to have a physical card shipped to you, and you also get a virtual card. So that's 3 different ways, actually 4 different ways, because you can still use Credit Key directly as a checkout option on the list of vendors that already have Credit Key integrated. So there's a variety of ways that you can use the Credit Key account. And again, if you want additional higher limits, you can request that, but it's going to be a manual review. So anyways, I just wanted to share this information with you. Anyone can get approved for this. It's extremely easy. They're handing out $5,000 like it's nothing. So definitely click the link in the description of the video and check it out. That's all for today. Until next time, take it easy, and we'll talk to you soon. Peace.